Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. In today's video, I'm showcasing the brand new mythic unit, Higuruma. Is he currently the best mythic in the game? I'll also be giving you a full, step-by-step guide on how to get him in the fastest and easiest way possible in Anime Vanguards. Plus, I'll show you how to beat Act 3 using only 3 units, excluding your farms. But before we jump into it, if you're enjoying the content, please smash that like button and hit subscribe. Let's try to reach 50 or 100 subscribers as soon as possible. Let's get into it. Alright, so to get Higuruma and his signature hammer for the evolution, you need to grind the new raid, Act 3. You can also pick him up from the raid shop for 1,000 raid tokens, and the hammer is available there too for 500 tokens. Honestly, it's super easy to farm tokens in the new raid, and there are other great rewards like memoirs, trait rerolls, and stat rerolls. My pity is at 12 right now, so I need to clear the stage 3 more times to get him. It's pretty straightforward. Before I start the grind, I'm grabbing the evolution item from the shop. Done. Now, let's get into the raid, and I'll show you how to clear Act 3 in under 5 minutes and 30 seconds using only 3 units. For this run, I'm running Hikari, Zoro, and Gojo versus Sukuna. I'm only going to max out Gojo once or twice. The real heavy lifting is done by Hikari. As I showed in my last video, he hits for 20 million damage every 3.2 seconds. He's just faster and hits harder than Gojo. First, drop your farms, get up to 1,620 cash, and then place Hikari right where I'm putting him, or anywhere nearby. His range is massive, so it doesn't really matter. Most importantly, make sure you toggle on Auto Jackpot, because that's what triggers his massive damage. Just cruise until wave 15 when the boss spawns. Alright, the boss is here. Let's take him down. As you can see, Hikari is the only unit I've maxed out. I'm going to keep grinding until I unlock Higuruma, and then I'll be right back. Finally, hit pity 15. Let's finish off the boss and claim Higuruma. He's down, I've got him. Now, let's head back to the lobby to evolve him. Okay, back in the lobby. I'm buying all the materials I need to evolve him. Got it. Now, let's give him some top-tier stats. Done and dusted. Now, let's evolve him real quick. There we go. Once you evolve him, you get his memoir. Time for some trait and stat rerolls. Enjoy the montage. Managed to pull Divinity early. Man, my luck is absolutely cracked today. I got exactly what I wanted for the traits and stats. Now, let's jump into the sandbox to showcase the unit. But real quick, don't forget to like and subscribe to help us hit that subscriber goal. Let's get into the showcase. First, let's check out his skills. Then we'll move to the passive. His first skill is short range. He slams his hammer into the ground, causing a small explosion, dealing 15.77 thousand damage every 5.5 seconds. It's solid. Now for the second skill, Hammer Toss. It currently deals 424.22 thousand damage every 6.3 seconds. The animation is pretty standard. He just throws the hammer and it comes back. At max upgrade, it's dealing 1.61 million damage every 7.1 seconds. It's pretty decent. He's got a special ability too, but for now, let's look at his passive. So, his first passive is named Judge, which applies Honest to himself and allies in range. Honest reduces upgrade costs by 10% and buffs allies' crit rate by 30%. If their crit rate is already 100%, it buffs damage reduction ignore by 50%. Units with Honest applied cannot crit with DOT. Next is Vanguards Scales. Anytime this unit attacks an enemy, it gains 1 stack of scales for each different debuff on the targeted enemy, up to 10 stacks. he gains 10% crit rate per stack of scales. He gains Active Executioner. Anytime this unit crits an enemy, it applies a 1 stack of Investigation. Investigation increases the unit's damage to that enemy by 5% and can stack with self and other debuffs. When Investigation reaches 5 stacks, this unit's next attack does 400% damage and removes Investigation. The Memoir's passive is Tell the Truth. While buffing other units, it increases their crit rate by 10%. It cannot stack, and units buffed by this effect cannot crit with Do-T. Also, exclusive to the Cursed Lawyer, he gains 10% crit damage per stack of skill. We are going to try the active skill, which is usable at 10 skills. It resets skills, gains plus 100% crit rate, executes non-boss enemies below 20% max HP, and every attack applies 5 stacks of Investigation, which lasts 60 seconds. So, he stacks the scales every time it gets slowed. Now he is stacking the scales. Alright, now we are at 8 scales. Look at the crit damage here. Every time the scale stacks, he gains 10% crit damage. Now, let's activate Executioner. Okay, that's almost 20%. He is dead. He does execute non-boss enemies below 20%. So, the Investigation is like every attack, right? That attack you saw there, the 5-hit attack, that is all the Investigation applied to that enemy. Alright, let's work on the unit passive change. Let's put him like around here. Yeah, so he has like 0.10% less upgrade cost than needed. So let's upgrade this to max. Yes, it does show less. It is really less. It's a lot cheaper now. So, my original crit rate for this is actually 15.7%, but we have Deadeye in the Memoria. So, 15.7% plus whatever Deadeye gives us, plus 30% from Cursed Lawyer, gives us around 64%. These are crazy numbers right here, and also plus 43% damage. Now, if we put their crit rate above 100%, it buffs damage reduction, ignore by 50%. So, if we switch to Gojo, because he's the only one who can put up crazy numbers through this cursed energy, let's put this at around 40% to be fast. Right now, we are at 100% crit rate with 43% damage. Since he has over 100% crit chance, he now has a 50% buff to damage reduction ignore. And since he also has 100% more damage and bypass, I mean this one right here. So 26 million with Overshield. I'm guessing this boss has damage reduction as well. So, let's activate the Void. Yes, he's doing about 90 million damage with the Overshield, and the damage reduction from the boss. I mean, does the boss have damage reduction? I don't really know. And that's it, boys, for the Higuruma showcase. So, different map. I'm grinding curse tokens and gamblers tokens for Toji. That's a big spoiler for the next video, so thanks for watching.